guys, welcome to another episode of The Vinyl Den, your channel for record collecting by record collectors. My name is Nick.
And I'm Mandy.
This is not Ian.
No.
So I got my wife Mandy with me today, and we're going to talk about 5 random albums from my record collection that she picked.
Got it.
If you haven't done so yet, make sure you click the link down below and go check out the Vinyl Den Facebook group. You know, I know I say it every episode, but it's a growing community. We got over 800 people in there now, but it's a cool place to kind of hang out and talk music. My wife even gets a little active in the group. So there's also a link down there for the Vinyl Den merch page if you want one of these cool Vinyl Den t-shirts. There's also sweatshirts on there. Yeah, you're not wearing one.
No.
I should have had you put one on, though.
I did. Then I changed.
Oh, did you? That's funny. There's also a link down there for the Vinyl Den Patreon page if you want to support the channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Make sure you give the episode a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. And
Wait, I got to do what Ann does.
Oh, yeah, you got to hit the notification bell so you're notified every time we release new episodes. So I had Mandy pull 5 random albums. And then we're just going to kind of talk about what we think about the album, maybe why I bought it or why someone else bought it, if you bought it or if one of the kids bought it. But I guess before we get into that, what's your favorite album from our collection?
Oh, wow.
If you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one off the top of my head, it would probably be Dixie Chicks, Wide Open Spaces.
Which I'm surprised you didn't pick. I know
that was kind of obvious. Everybody knows that.
I saw that was still on the shelf, but
yeah.
I know that's your favorite album. But
yeah, just because I know every single song on there, and I can't say that for every other album.
I'm not a big country fan, but it is a really good album.
It is.
All right, so let's see what you got first, Mandy.
All right, first.
I could see what this was from the back of it.
New Kids on the Block, Hangin' Tough. This is the anniversary edition.
No, so this is the 30th anniversary edition. I bought this a couple years back for you, actually, because I didn't buy it for myself, because A, it's a picture disc, and I know picture discs don't sound great. This actually doesn't sound too bad, though. I think we've only played it once, though,
yeah,
right?
Probably.
And that was on my old Audio Technica upstairs. So it's not like I've played this on the new turntable or anything down there, but she's much more of a boy band fan than I am.
Yes, I was. Especially, this was kind of like my first introduction to boy bands was New Kids on the Block. And then you have those crushes that you develop, and then it just kind of goes on from there for me anyway.
You saw them live, didn't you, when you...
Oh my gosh, yes. I went to their concert a couple of years ago.
I was talking about when you were a kid, but no. You did see them.
I did see him. That was my very first concert.
Was New Kids on the Block?
Yeah, I sat in the very last row at Pontiac Silverdome, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, very last row, and people were passing things. And I was like, Mom, what's going on?
But you did see them just recently, though.
I did, yep.
Did you touch one of them? Or?
I touched all of them. All of them. And Tiffany and Debbie Gibson.
Yeah, you guys had great seats for that show. That was a show that I was not interested in going in.
He was not invited.
Sorry. All right, Mandy, what's the next album?
All right. You got? Second album.
By the way, we have very differing tastes in music. This is actually an album I love, though. This is Tupac's greatest hits. This was Jack, our oldest son, was one that actually talked me into buying this. I bought this used. And when this was new, it was a couple of years back now. It was still going for, I want to say, $80 plus. So it wasn't cheap. I actually got this a great deal used. I want to say it was like $45 or something I paid for. But I remember this is an album that, the funny thing is, was this the album that I got a text message at work one day. I don't remember if it was a text message or she posted on Facebook that she was playing an album while the kids were out back in the backyard. And had the windows open, had it up nice and loud, and that's when she realized how many curse words there were in Tupac songs.
You don't really pay attention to that until you have children and they're repeating things back to you, and you're kind of like, yeah, not a good idea.
But I love Tupac, and there's a bunch of great songs on that.
Amazing songs. It just takes you right back to high school, if you're my age anyway.
Yeah, our age.
Yeah, whatever. Old man.
All right, Mandy, so what do you got for the next one?
All right, for the third one, I did another greatest hits just because I like those a lot.
So this is Tim McGraw's greatest hits. Actually, this is the interesting thing about this. This was the first album I ever put on Discogs. This was the Walmart exclusive, which wasn't on Discogs because this is the brown version of it. So actually, this is the first one like I created the entry in Discogs. It's nice. It's kind of an odd color for an album, but it's a great album. This is like I said, I'm not a huge country fan, but Tim McGraw's got some great music. I love that. Probably my favorite song on here is "My Little Girl," which is when our daughter Reese was born. I was able to stay home with her for a couple of months, and I would sing that song to her every day. So it's a special album to me. It was probably the reason why I picked it up.
I picked it up for another reason too. Today.
Well, when I bought it.
My reason is because when we lived in Nashville, or I worked in the Nashville area, they would frequent at the Mexican restaurant, him and Faith Hill, right next to where I worked.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Nashville is a cool place
Yes, it is.
to work and kind of hang out. I never got to meet anyone famous there, but she did.
Just a few.
All right, Mandy, what do you got for number 4?
All right, number 4.
Good Charlotte. This is The Young and the Hopeless. My wife does not want to know how much I paid for this album. This is one of the more expensive ones I've ever bought.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it was...
very gentle.
I love this album. It's a great album. Good Charlotte is a band that Mandy and I went and saw open for MXPX back in 2000, I want to say.
Probably, yeah.
It was, obviously MXPX is not a huge band. So if you're opening for MXPX, you're not going to be. So that was kind of the cool thing about really Good Charlotte is we got to see them. Then they blew up. It was literally
that next day I've seen.
It was it was that week. I remember because we went and saw them on the weekend or something like that. And Monday I was at work. And you were working down the road from me. You went on your lunch break to go find the CD for me because we went to the merch tent during the show. And everything was sold out.
Everything was gone.
So that was right when they were blowing up. So Good Charlotte's always been one of those bands that's always kind of cool to me because we got to see them kind of before they were somebody.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, for the last album, what do you got, Mandy? Because I don't know what this is.
Okay. Pretty Odd. Panic at the Disco.
Panic at the Disco. I am not a huge Panic at the Disco fan. I know I probably said that for 4 out of the 5 albums on this. I know someone on the was on the Facebook group a couple of days ago posted saying that they should create a drinking game out of and take a drink every time I say I'm not a big fan of something. But I'm not like I said, I'm not a big fan of Panic at the Disco. I am a fan of this album though. This was a really good album. This is what my entry into Panic at the Disco.
Yeah.
And if I'm gonna listen to anything, it's gonna be this album.
Yeah, it's a really, really good album.
You saw them in concert with the kids, though,
I did, yes. And if you've never seen Brendan Urie and Panic at the Disco perform, I highly recommend it. Up until my New Kids on the Block concert last summer, 2 summers ago, I definitely...
It sure wasn't last summer.
Definitely one of the best concerts I've ever seen. And it's just him. He's up there. He's got his orchestra, band, whatever on the stage, but he does all the moving and everything. And I don't know how he even breathes after doing that.
I've heard they put on a great show. But,
amazing.
That's it. That's number 5.
All right.
Well, that's all we got for you today, guys. Thanks for checking the show out. Drop us a comment down below and let us know what you guys think of these 5 albums. I don't know. It's something we might do again. I enjoyed having you on the show, Mandy.
Thanks.
She's been on the show one time before. It was on our Christmas episode last year because Ian's the Scrooge, and I can't talk anything Christmas with him. So it was nice having you on the show today, Mandy. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for asking.
I even put purple on behind us because that's my wife's favorite color. But let us know what you guys think. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to give it the old thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below. What else are you supposed to do, Mandy? Hit that notification bell. Yeah, there you go. All right, until next time, keep on spinning. Peace.